Hello everyone, my name is Jacqueline and I am a current au pair in London, England, and I was a previous au pair in Berlin, Germany. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I do weekly vlogs every week about whatever's happened in that week, and I do occasional sit down videos like this one talking about various au pair related topics. For this video, I have decided to make a video about how to make friends as an au pair. Obviously, making friends is hard. It's even harder when you move to another country and you don't know anyone. If any of my friends, my current au pair friends are watching this, hi. I thought I'd just talk about the ways that I have made friends as an au pair both last year and this year. Let's just get started talking about how to make friends. One of the first ways is through a language course. Not every au pair will go to a language course. Quite a lot of my friends at the moment don't actually go to a language course. I obviously don't go to a language course this year because my native language is English, but last year I went to a language course in Berlin and I made a few friends there. Language courses are a great way to make diverse friends because unless you go to a language course specifically made for au pairs, you'll meet people that are different ages to you, from different backgrounds, with different living situations, different jobs, with different, just a whole lot of different people, and that is amazing. Last year, my two best friends I made for my German course were actually like 30, 35, maybe 40. I don't really know, but they were like married and adults, and one of them had a 13-year-old child. But we became friends and we still talk and keep in contact. I went and visited them this year when I went to visit my old host family, and it was great. I love making friends from different backgrounds to me, not just au pairs. Although you can also meet au pairs through language courses. There were, I think, 2 or 3 au pairs in my language courses. I still have contact with one of them, and the other one left partway through our course, so I didn't really keep in contact with her, but I kept in contact with the other au pair. We still talk sometimes. Yeah, so language courses are a great way. Another way to make friends is through your agency. If you use an agency to become an au pair, to move to your host country, usually your agency will arrange meetups sort of monthly, maybe weekly, I don't know. So a great way to make friends is through your agency. Last year my agency did meetups monthly. I think I tried going to them whenever I could. They were always lots of fun. I met a couple of girls. We didn't really click as friends, but they were so nice and we had fun when we were together. What my agency did last year is that they got all the au pairs that they currently had in Germany to come to Berlin for the weekend. We had a weekend in Berlin. The only thing that had to be paid for, I think, was accommodation, which I lived in Berlin, so I didn't need to pay that, and your transport to and from Berlin. They paid for dinner and they paid for all the activities that we did, so that was really good. I loved that. It was a fun weekend. Even though I had already done all the touristy things in Berlin, it was still really fun because there were about 30 of us, and of the 30, I think 27 of them were from Mexico. We had a great time. It was a whole lot of fun. So we had a great time. There was a great thing that my agency organized. My agency this year, they haven't organized anything, but it's also COVID times, so that's understandable. But yeah, meeting au pairs through your agency, whichever agency that you've been through. Another one that is really good is Facebook pages. That's how I found my friends. I had been making posts saying, are there any au pairs in this, like my area of London, and one of the girls who is now one of my best friends saw that and was like, hey. And she messaged me on Facebook and she's like, I'm making a WhatsApp group for au pairs in this area. Do you want me to add you to it? I was like, yes, please. And now they are my best friends. And there's a group of, I think it's 6 or 7 of us. We get along really well and it's great. So yeah, that's how I met most of my friends. I don't remember. I have another friend. She's also one of my best friends here. I don't actually remember how I met her. Probably through Facebook though. As for Facebook groups, there is Au Pair Au Paris. They are especially good if you are in Paris. You can go on their open forum and say, I'm in this part of Paris, is anyone else here? You can also do that with other countries, but it is a page mainly geared towards au pairs in Paris, although they are also very helpful for asking any advice on that page. But most of the au pairs there are in Paris. Another good thing to look up is au pairs in, and then put your city or your country or your specific area, and you'll probably find a Facebook page for that area or your city or your country. That's another really good way. I did that and found like 3 Facebook groups that I'm now a part of to try and find friends. If you are a female au pair, because I know that there are male au pairs as well. There's also a Facebook page called Girl Gone International. And this page actually got suggested to me by one of the Au Pair Au Paris founding members. She saw that I was looking for friends last year in Berlin, and she was like, hey, why don't you try Girl Gone International? And what that is, it's a Facebook group for women that have moved abroad and want to find friends. And you can also type in Girl Gone International and then your city at the end of it. So I typed in Girl Gone International London, and you can send a request to join the group, and usually it will be accepted. And then you can look for friends, people to hang out with, and they do, I don't know what they're doing at the moment because of COVID, but they do like monthly or weekly sort of events, and it's great. That's another really, really, really good Facebook page. My 4th way to make friends is to ask if you are an au pair in a family that has already had an au pair. Ask the previous au pair to add you to a group with her friends, or ask her to if you could have a few of their friends' contact details or something like that, so that you can make friends with the previous au pair's friends. The au pair that my family had before me, she added me to a group with her au pair friends. Sadly, because of COVID, half of them left, so I didn't really get to meet any of them, but it was really nice that she added me to that group. I'm gonna, whichever au pair comes after me, I'm gonna add them to the group that I have now with all my friends. It's just really nice if you ask your previous au pair if you could hang out with their friends, I guess. My 5th way, my last way, is, I don't know if this is like the best way, is download an app like Bumble or Tinder or whatever. I downloaded Bumble to use to make friends, not for dating, but to make friends, because halfway through the pandemic I was like, I need friends or I'm gonna go insane. And I met a few people, I talked to them a bit. I haven't met up with anyone in person from Bumble, but there's a couple of girls that I message and talk to, and we've become friends and we like talk back and forth. So that can be another way that you can make friends. You have to be careful if you do that though. Obviously, don't meet random people in non-public spaces, and make sure you're careful with that. But yeah, those are my tips for making friends as an au pair. I hope that this is in some way helpful. I know it sucks to not have friends. I didn't have friends for the first like 3 months that I was here, and it sucked. But you will make friends, and hopefully it will go well, and yeah, if you know any other ways to make friends as an au pair, or even if you're just trying to make friends moving abroad, put them in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe if you liked this video so that you can get weekly videos from me. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.